Y'all, Trump just roasted Fani Willis. Check this out.
And not only that, all these local cases like Fani. It's spelled Fanny. It's spelled Fanny like your ass, right, Fanny? But when she became DA, she decided to add a little French, a little fancy. Fani, and, you know, Fani and Mr. and Mrs. Wade, which his wife did not appreciate. His wife didn't appreciate. Can you imagine these two people trying to take down I'm a very popular president. I mean, again, I got more votes than any sitting president in history. We have these two lowlifes trying to take down a president of the United States. But, you know, equally badly, they went after 26 people. They wanted to make it 48 people. They had some senators that these guys know very well who were indicted, who were ready to be indicted, and somebody stopped it. And they wanted to find out what the hell is going on in Georgia, what's going on with the elections, that it's so crazy. And they almost got indicted for that.
Ha! Classy. Yes, Trump, that was very classy. Obviously not. But I mean, people are in the comments saying like, yeah, this guy doesn't deserve to be president based on how he's roasting Fani Willis. But if I'm being honest, bro, look at what they tried to do to this man's life. Really? You wouldn't be upset? Not only that, Harrison Ford, the guy who warned her to go ahead and rescue herself from the Trump case before he prosecuted her, he just came out accusing her of racism. And you know, she said that they don't want me to talk about race, but she gonna do it anyway.
Last week, my attorney and I made it public that District Attorney Willis very likely violated the Maryland Wiretapping Act, which is a felony here in Maryland. As far as we are aware, DA Willis did not have a warrant, and the call was not made in furtherance of law enforcement because I was already in custody. She simply broke the law. The truth is, DA Willis did not like the public backlash she was receiving, and over the course of multiple calls, she tried to find a way out of the mess that she created. She also made the claim that I denied a consent bond, which is a lie. The truth is simple and quite frankly sad. DA Willis is blinded by her upbringing, which was deeply rooted in radical progressive ideology and racism. She has no problem weaponizing her skin or her office to further its aims. While my skin is also black, DA Willis identifies me as white and views me as a defender of white supremacists due to my political beliefs. Deep down, she wants to make me pay for what she feels is a betrayal to black culture. Her words and actions consistently demonstrate a hate for white people and a need to make this case about race. She has disrespected Judge McAfee and defense attorneys because of the color of their skin. It's racist and it's wrong. After my attorneys finish working on the appeal Judge McAfee granted, we will bring a motion asking the court to exercise its judicial power on equal protection grounds, because racism in any form is wrong. I, along with a lot of you, would like a speedy resolution. However, this is more than likely going to take time due to the district attorney's unprofessional, overly aggressive, and untruthful nature. Let me be clear that this is not an effort to delay justice or attack the district attorney because of her race or sex. It's because she actually broke the law in the same manner she's falsely accusing me of.
Facts.
Thank you, and I will see you back in Georgia.
I'm saying, I wonder what happens to the transactions when the race card declines. Like, I wonder what the race bank does with those declined funds. I mean, honestly, it's just pathetic, and it's a weak angle, and it's also an angle that you're smart enough to realize that the American people, whom don't really care about politics, will easily latch on to. Because America, we ain't based on truth. We're based on narratives. We're based on rhetoric, talking points, and things of that nature. So when she got everything blown up in her face and she got exposed for doing corrupt shit, she now want to go, oh, they're only doing this because I'm black. Oh, and because I'm a black woman. And she has been very critical of anybody white that's surrounding the case whatsoever. At this point, honestly, it's just quite ridiculous. It seems like they all know that they're eventually going down for their crimes, but they trying to delay it as much as possible. At this point, this is honestly a legal soap opera. I mean, for real, this was an absolute mess when it started, and it's doing nothing but getting messier and messier by the day.
Recently, they tell me they don't like me to talk about race. Well, I'm gonna talk about it anyway. Truth is, it's some challenges that come to being black.
Expressing their belief in a defendant's guilt. Now, in footnote 7, they give us some more background on this. They tell us that the trial court was obviously concerned in its order about the lack of appellate court guidance, which is why we're here appealing. But the absence of precedent involving circumstances similar to those in this case is hardly surprising, right? There's no wonder there's no precedent here, because this is insane. No prosecutor has ever been so reckless in a relentless pursuit of personal gain that she provided endless pretrial interviews to the media, granted unprecedented pretrial access to the authors of a book, or attempted to distract from her disqualifying and unethical behavior by publicly and wrongfully castigating the defense as racist and proclaiming God to be having anointed her and to be on her side. But the fact that no case of such outrageous prosecutorial misconduct has ever occurred before and cannot does not mean the Williams standard is not satisfied. And
it's highly offensive when someone lies on you, and it's highly offensive when they try to implicate that you slept with somebody the first day you met with them, and I take exception to it.
Oh, Fani. Fani. Girl, you're in trouble. So Fani Willis has a couple different things going on that you guys should be aware of. She has Congress, Jim Jordan, on her ass for possible misuse of federal funds, federal grant money at that. And that stems from the Amanda Tipson audio that was leaked where Miss Tipson goes to Miss Willis and explains that her assistant, Huffy, is going around the office talking about they're going to get MacBooks and they're going to travel. And then you have what is going on at the State House. Miss Willis requested budgetary money for 55 employees to deal with backlogged murder investigations. And that is the money that she used to pay her bill. Her defense is she's a constitutional officer. Once they give her that money, she can spend it how she wants. But she's forgetting one thing. That's the people's money. See, with the people's money, there's always oversight. So Georgia Statute 15-18-20 Section B, that's the section relating to prosecuting attorney general provisions, additional personnel as state employees. Section B clearly reads, personnel employed by the district attorney pursuant to this code section shall serve at the pleasure of the district attorney and shall be compensated by the county or counties compromising the judicial circuit. The manner and the amount of compensation to be paid to be fixed either by the local act or by the district attorney with approval of the county or counties comprising of judicial circuit. But let's get back to Jim Jordan and how he has issued a subpoena for Miss Fani Willis to appear in person because the documents that he requested that they sent did not include the documents they needed to look at the money for the federal funds. So now she's playing games. So now Jim Jordan's like, you're going to come on down here and have a conversation with us on record. And you're going to explain to us what you did with that money that was supposed to be used to better your community and handle the gang problem within Fulton County, since you want to be a smartass. So he's telling her, you don't show up, you ain't Hunter Biden. We'll issue a contempt of Congress, and then we'll make you show up. Because when you start spending the people's money.
Yep, the taxpayers' money, yep.
But she was running on ego and pride anyways. I told you guys from the beginning, she is the fall girl and shit rolls downhill. Because anything done in the darkness will clearly come to light. And we are in the year of the bill has come due. Karmetic. Bills need to be paid. And I think the universe is getting ready to cash out on Fani Willis.
I mean, does anybody else think that this just might end bad for her? I mean, honestly, this is an embarrassment to all us black people. By the way, you're trying to use that black card and to keep the climb, but she is lying, man. She's lying with no morals, and she's plainly done some corrupt to get in a position of power and to maintain it. And shout out to Robert too for breaking down what was going on in the documents as it pertains to this appeal that Trump filed of Judge McAfee's disqualification order, pleading with the court appeals to reject Trump's request for review is what Fani is doing. She's really trying her hardest to make sure that Trump gets rejected in this, and she's been doing a pretty good job of maintaining the lies. I just wonder how is this gonna end for us, simply because honestly, bro, the Dems ain't protected. She probably just at home sipping lemonade, just watching it all play out, laughing at us. And as far as Harrison Floyd goes, I mean, he was just not wrong at all. Honestly, the problem is that Fani she honestly can't get past race, and she wants to constantly bring that up as a defense for her to plead her case, and that is the problem. I'm saying, y'all always black people, we love to say black people can't be racist, right?